few have brought travel memories home or have received one? A raise of hands. Amazing. So what are those souvenirs? Can anyone just shout out? What are the souvenirs? I've got this keychain.
Mugs.
Mugs.
Nameplate.
Seashells.
Nameplate.
Stones.
Stones. Correct. Alright. So we humans love creating memories. Wherever we travel, whatever we do, the food served on table to the picturesque view in front. We either click the memories or we photo record each and every moment. And sometimes we purchase these souvenirs as a momentous time we spend on those memorable days. But I have a peculiar habit. Wherever I go, whatever I do, I create living memories. So what is a living memory? But that I'll come to later. This summer, I got an opportunity to travel to Mashobra, a quaint town off on the outskirts of Shimla. And today, in this speech, I'm going to share with you a gift. Because I got a gift of Shimla for each and every one of you. I'll take you for a verbal walk through the mountains of Himachal, which are even more going to be picturesque than these framed photos of Himachal Pradesh. Alright, so let's get started. It was 6:15 a.m. on the 1st of July. I woke up from my bed and it was time to go for a trip. I was standing at the gate of the hotel with one side my dad and this side my sister. We were ready for an expedition, for it was going to be an arduous walk. Arduous because even a single step on a mountain seems like taking your each foot out of a puddle and going upstairs. Isn't it? Yes. Alright. So we were there standing with bags full of umbrellas because it was predicted to rain, and there we go. Now as I opened the gates of the hotel, it seemed like I was stepping into the Indrajit. It was the time of monsoons and there were all the clouds everywhere. Just like the gates of heaven in Mahabharata, when we are seen when there are Indranis dancing all over, and I was to enjoy every single moment being there. But there was a regret of not seeing the view, however. Never mind, we started walking, step by step by step. Now Himachal is famous for its tall deodar trees. And as I was walking, there were these tall deodars coming up here, there, and everywhere. And as a person of small height, when I looked up at these deodars, I felt like that they were the grandfathers who, towering with their towering height, looked down upon the grandchildren who are yet strict but yet careful. And I continued walking forward. As I walked, there was a swish and a flick. The mountain, the clouds got silent, and the view got. Because the mountain weather is sliding. There is a click and there is sunlight on one end and there is cloud on the other. You don't know when you need a cap or an umbrella to protect you from the weather. So as I continued to walk, on my right side there were the bare mountains. Mountains with greenery, moss, mushrooms, ferns and small leaves. Now if you are a nature lover, you must have noticed that the leaves aren't just the plain one with ladybird crawling on them, but they have spikes. They have these small leaflets coming out. And I noticed each and every one. In a while, it started to tip, tip. And it was a time I realized that the raindrops were falling just like tears roll down the cheeks of a sad person. Noticing this entire scene on the right, my gaze shifted to this left arena. The view had cleared, the mountains were wafting, sailing as though like ships over the waves. In the distance, I could see small huts with red colored roofs, similar to the stars we see on Delhi skies, sporadic, spared apart, and yet luring in their alone. And with this view, we surged to walk. In this time, we had covered around a kilometer of walk. When we were out of this walk, had tired us out. But yet, the allure of seeing the grand view from top the mountain made us consistent on our persistent efforts. just reached the top of the mountain, the view was pure. Utter serenity, tranquility, serenity. All the stress I had carried from Delhi muted down. And that was the time I felt it was surreal. And we stared as long like sheep and cattle do, looking at the staring view for another 10 minutes. But as every good thing has to come to an end, it was a time to go on. As I turned back and started walking down, looking at the ground, because indeed I was going to miss this wondrous view on the right and this mountain on the right. It was a desperation a bride feels when she leaves her home. No matter how much time she has spent with the parents, no matter how much time she has spent creating those memories, she is going to miss it. And I felt the same at that time. I thought that no matter how much I click, the mobile can capture the motion, but not the journey. And I wasn't Hanuman who could carry the entire Parvat and take back to Delhi for you all to experience. And it was at that time I took out a fun tattoo from the corner and took it with me. And even today, people say teleportation isn't relevant. But every night when I open this book, which I carry with me, the sight of this fun, its feel, just takes me back, teleports me to those mountains wherein I spent those momentous times. And this is what I call as living memory. And over the years, I have nurtured many such memories. This pinus from Manali, this stone from Nathula Pass, the Indo-China border, from across the borders of Sikkim. And there are numerous others like tickets from Ooty or toy train, from Shimla, from Gir Forest, though they don't mean anything, though these keychains are precious, these are priceless. And this was my gift of Shimla, a walk through the mountains.